Man, what's up, man? Y'all already know, man. It's Fool with the Camera, man. We jumping off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. I'm here with the cast of Antwan.
Let them keep me silent. Thought I died today, my mama died, but I'm surviving. At the stars I days just to see my mama smiling.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. We right back at it, y'all. We got Fool with the Camera and Trey, Chaney, and the cast of the movie Antwan jumping off the porch with us today.
Yes, sir.
What's good with it?
Yes,
how y'all fellas feeling, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm
marvelous.
Feeling good.
Word. That's what's up, man. Y'all coming off a high with this new film release, man.
Facts.
For sure.
Yeah,
Facts,
Antwan the movie. Man, Fool, can you talk to us about making your first feature film? And you took it in a direction that I feel like a lot of people in our space, in the urban space, or you know what I mean, where we come from, like they'll start and like do comedies, you know what I mean? And that seems like it's almost easier, but you did a drama. What made you make your first film a drama?
Shoot, man, you know, we come from real life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, myself and everybody you see up here, we all experience life at a traumatic or serious point in some form of my life, just like many other people in the world. And man, you know me, drama and cinema is like salt and pepper to me. Like it go real good together. And you know, it's imperative for us to tell stories that, you know, that's not being told. And so when it came to this joint, I was just like, man, I want to be serious. Like I gotta show what's really going on. You know what I'm saying, in the world. And shoot, that's how I took it.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Really, to really give a message of something real, something tangible that people can take home with them. Word. And tell us who you got on the porch with you, man.
Man, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know Trey. I got my dog Taylor Latham, man, straight out of Birmingham. You hear me? My nigga Nydell Nalls. You know what I'm saying? He played Antwan. Taylor played TT. And then, you know, I got Teddy P in the back, you know what I'm saying? It's my man, Trey Wright, you know what I'm saying? He played black in the joint. And yeah, man, these are main men of the film.
Word. That's what's up, man. And Trey, how did you get involved, you know, in the film? Because, I mean, we see you, I mean, you one of the busiest people just, you know, in the film business, you know what I mean? One of the busiest cats in Hollywood and throughout, you know what I mean? But what made you, you know, decide to, you know, team up with Fool and become a part of Antwan?
Well, I've been knowing Fool with the Camera for years, but we know of each other. Of course, you know what I'm saying, being from DC and then living out here in ATL, but we had never worked together yet, you know, on a project. So I gotta give a shout out to Off the Porch, Dirty Glove Bastard, for the introduction. Because I remember coming here and meeting Fool in person, you know what I'm saying? And when we spoke, he spoke to me about Antwan. He was just telling me, man, I wrote my first film, I'm getting ready to shoot it, and I got a role for you in it. And the role was OG Clyde. So I'm like, yeah, you know, and once we sat down a couple of times, man, had breakfast, man, had dinner, you know what I'm saying? We took it further than me just being an actor in it. As OG Clyde said, bro, I want to bring Chaney Vision Entertainment on as an executive producer. Right. So, you know, for me to play the background and for me to meet this brother that was so passionate about his first film, which watching it, you wouldn't even think it was his first film. You would think he'd been doing it for a long time as far as filmmaking.
No, for sure.
But, you know, that's what drew me to the project, and then everything that it stood for. And, you know, like working with people like Dale, you know what I'm saying? These brothers up here are stars, man. Trey Wright, you know what I'm saying? Taylor, these guys, I tell them I've seen myself in them. Even I tell Fool that. I'm like, man, your hunger, your hustle, your grind, I seen myself. So of course I wanted to be a part of it as an actor, and I wanted Chaney Vision Entertainment on there as a producer. And now, just to be #1 on Tubi, man, with millions of views, like this is out the gate. Yeah. We doing it, bro. Yeah. I'm proud of it.
No, that's amazing, bro. I mean, I remember you being here. I think Fool was shooting another short film back here, and telling you like, man, like, I think you guys together, you know what I mean, just could make magic, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that setup too, bro. That was a real
shout
play.
out to Spit. Yeah,
shout out to Spitty, man. That was a real play
the
right
dot
there.
connector, man.
Yeah,
you know, he
for
connected
sure.
all you niggas, but y'all know. Yeah.
Yes, sir. The number one dot connector.
Yeah, number one.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up, man. And so you guys just came back from DC, where you guys just did the morning show. Y'all did Fox 5. And can you tell us what that was, you know, like what that experience was like?
Yeah.
Being home, being on the news, and then not being negative.
Wow.
Yeah. I think going home, you gotta understand, like, where we from, like a lot of other places, man, it's we breaking barriers. You know what I'm saying? Like to really make it make sense. Like we breaking barriers, and these are certain milestones that like niggas grow up thinking about, like, you know what I'm saying, wishing about. And for us to, like I said, to both move out here, and like these guys, you know, none of us from here. Like none of us is from Atlanta.
Right.
That you see on the stage, and being a dream chaser, you know what I'm saying? Going back home was a surreal moment, especially for me, because you know we see niggas get on the news for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Man, when I was sitting there, man, I couldn't do nothing but think about like how many niggas I knew that I lost that was on the same network. You know what I'm saying? That we will find out about on this same network channel. So for me to be on there doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying, and changing the narrative, you know, like that shit hit different. You know what I'm saying? So and then for our people, like, you know, that was a move for my city. Like my people got to see niggas at another level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. For sure.
And then Brace was crazy, of course, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I'm like one of the first ones out my city to be even doing this shit on this type of level, like period, in DC history.
Yeah, nah, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? And it's always a good thing, man, to put on and bring back the wins home. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Nah, for sure.
And for me, man, it was all about collaboration. That's the word that I just kept using, because a lot of times, not just in our city, but even in these brother cities, you know what I'm saying, you don't really see the unity and collaboration in the beginning. Right. You know, because like I said, for somebody like Fool to come and say, all right, my first film, I was telling Trey earlier, I'm a risk taker anyway. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just to collaborate and to make a groundbreaking project, because I come from that groundbreaking projects and cinema photography and all that. So man, just to be supportive of his vision and for it to come out like it did, I was happy to be home promoting that on Fox 5 DC. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Shout out to Fox 5, because they've been looking out for me for a minute.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And I gotta reiterate again, bro, like being on Fox 5 and it being something positive, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because we always unfortunately seeing some of our partners, different people we may know on the news for other circumstances, but to be there representing, motivating other people and showing them that they can do it too. Like that's dope. Yeah, no, for sure. So Trey, how you feeling, bro?
Never better, dog.
Yes, sir.
That nigga said,
when I met Trey, when Trey first walked in, he said, "What up, though?" I was like, "Oh, okay, you from the D, you know?" What I'm saying? Yeah,
from
but
the dirty glove for real.
you know what I mean? That real dirty glove. Yeah. But man, what was it? You know, what was your experience like being in the film? You know, when you first heard about it and got to even know what it was going to be about, like, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, for sure. No, you know, I was here in Atlanta at the time, man, and Antwan, the casting call, it was the talk of the town. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, all my friends, my supporters, kept saying like, "Yo, you know, you need to audition for this." And at that time, I was trying to figure out, you know, what my next gig was gonna be. And so, you know, I auditioned for it. Like I said, man, less than 24 hours later, Fool reached out to me and was like, "Yo, I want to give you this role. You know what I'm saying? Bring this character to life." And I supported his vision. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that us as black men can come together without judging one another. And it's like we unite, you know what I'm saying? When we get in the room together, everybody know who we are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no jealousy, ain't no hate. And I felt good about it, you know, because I was about to head back to Detroit. And once you know what I'm saying, that phone call came, I was in position, I was ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, that's what's up. Come ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah, man. So like with Trey, man, like he said, I called him in 24 hours. When everybody that you see that's part of the movie, you know what I'm saying, they audition, I sent them kind of like the most meaningful lines of that particular character that I feel like really brought the character out to the, you know, to its best. And yeah, I remember when Trey, man, it was a line on there when if y'all watch the movie where him and Antwan sit in the car when they find out about TT. Yeah. And my man Trey was like, man, look, all we gotta do is do this shit right and woo woo, cause he gonna come get you. I was like, oh yeah, that nigga, I need him. You know what I'm saying? My man played that shit down to the T. And yeah, I just knew he was definitely the right fit. For that. You know
nah, that's what's up. And so Dale, when you read the part for Antwan, what were your thoughts, initially?
So what's crazy about the whole thing is when I initially, sent in my self-tape for the role, I didn't really know what I was setting myself up for, like genuinely. You know what I'm saying? Like I read the lines, I understood who the character was, but I never understood until I showed up day one, the impact, and I got around everybody and the energy and everything was just exactly where it needed to be. And then from that point, that's what showed me like, all right, you got to take this serious. Like this is what you make it, you know what I'm saying? So that for me was like a very important moment in me just like coming into character, just coming into Antwan and just really understanding what's going on. And then we just took it from there. And I'm just really happy to be a part of it, man.
Word. Now that's what's up. And your character was, you really had to, there was like a lot of emotion, within your character. Was it difficult for you to tap into those emotions, when it was time for action?
Yeah. A lot of days, Fool definitely checked me like before I even get there. He like, we have a good relationship on set. Like with all my brothers up here, like we all cool. Like everybody do their own thing, but everybody focused. So sometimes like we'll have times where we could talk and we'll have leniency and whatever. But he'll check me at the door like, bro, we ain't on that today. Like we got focus. So once he tell me that, my mind is already there. Or the night before when I know what scene we going over, I'm already putting myself in that mind frame. So when I get there, it's already a lot, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely had like a system of how we do everything, and some days it was challenging, especially the scene, with his mom, when he finds his mom, and just really having to unlock and unpack those emotions, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my first film, so I really had to really make sure that every moment was a moment. Like I didn't have to, I didn't want to give everything all at one time, so I made sure that everything was, spread out throughout the film.
Right. Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And Taylor, your character as well displayed a lot of emotion. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's interesting because you meet cats like this in the hood, every day. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's a cat that put in work. You know what I mean? But then, and by some people, he's viewed almost as a villain. But then as some people, he's viewed as the person that's bringing opportunity and the person that's, like shit, keeping the hood, moving. What was it like, tapping into the character of TT for you?
Honestly, man, I just wanted to kill it. Like every time somebody asks me about film, I tell them all the time, I just want to try to bring something different to my characters. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just a gangster role, you know what I'm saying? I want to be the dominant. Like I want to be a Denzel gangster, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, like I come from Birmingham, Alabama, so you see this kind of stuff every day, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being, different parts of the hood and stuff like that. So, just to tap in with this character, man, it really wasn't too tough. Like I said, man, just try to be dominant to the film, and I knew this was Fool first film, and I saw how hungry he was, for this project, everything that's going on. So I wanted to be the same way. I wanted to, get his, character my all, get his project my all, get my brothers my all, and just try to be a great teammate, castmate, you know what I'm saying? So, and we got the results that we want right now, you know what I'm saying, from putting that work. You know what I'm saying? We number one.
Sure.
Hey, man, we gonna keep it going, bro, for sure.
No, for sure.
With TT, man, like, see with Dale, like I told y'all how it was with Trey. With Dale, Dale had a real, like, Dale sent me his self-tape in with blood on his face. A lot of people don't know this. He sent me this self-tape with like blood on his face because the side that I sent him to audition for, like it was right after he got into a fight. That's after he got jumped at the house.
Right.
His self-tape, he had blood on his face. Off that alone, I was like, oh yeah, this nigga for real.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But with TT, man, with Taylor, TT, like he said, man, if you from the hood, you from the trenches, everybody know TT. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that TT's role had to be authentic as possible because you can't just act that character without no experience or knowledge of that type of person.
Yeah.
So when Taylor sent his self-tape in, everybody you see was automatic. Like, it didn't take me long. We had like 400 submissions of roles. And when Taylor, a lot of people said TT's character was submitted, like, I think about like 70 of that 400, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. It was a lot of people, but it's just that
Did you say
thing.
400?
Yeah, we have 400 submissions. Like, I once this come out, I upload the email screenshot. I'll show y'all. They ain't doing no bluffing. But it was 400 submissions, and it was like 70 submissions of his role. And yeah, man, I just knew off the rip, because it's just something you just can't just try to pick up overnight. Even if you're a good actor, I don't think too many people could have played that role. Because in the beginning of the story, everybody loved TT, because he took Antwan in, and that was the whole goal. Like, everybody's like, man, yeah, fuck with bro, real nigga. Let him in his house and all that. Then you realize, like, oh shit,
It was a reason.
this nigga a wild nigga.
Yeah.
We know wild niggas that'll do that.
Right.
And that's how that came about.
Word. So to touch back on, like the 400 submissions and, all the people that were submitting for the film, I want to touch on that, because I feel like other independent filmmakers should even just know this game. You know what I mean? Because I would expect that you got so many relationships in the industry, in the game, you know what I mean, that I would expect you just making calls to all of your relationships and those be the characters.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to really go the route of doing casting calls?
Well, see, now we gotta get into the realistic, what really happened. What's so crazy, man, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. It was particular people who I had in mind for these particular roles. For certain roles, not all of them. TT especially, because a person that I have for TT is a person that I really know, that I know would have did the job correctly. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Finding the cast for this film was kind of like very personal for me, because in a sense, Antwan was really playing me in a sense. You know what I'm saying? To some form of degree. You know what I'm saying? Not to the T, but a lot of his character was what I was writing off of from my personality. Right. I did an open casting call, of course, because that was the right thing to do. You know what I mean? It was my first film, and I definitely wanted to introduce it and the opportunity to the masses. But yeah, it was particular people that I reached out initially for these roles, and I mean, hey, they see this shit now, so fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my nigga,
now they got to see what now they got to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watch it from the other side.
Facts.
But
So,
it's interesting, bro, because I mean, and I'm sure all of us have experienced this, but just like how I said, man, it seemed like it would be easy because you got so many relationships and this, that, and the third. But just in that same breath, we all know that when it comes time to put in the work, when it comes time,
everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go, and everybody not willing to do what needs to be done. You know what I mean? A lot of people want the handout. I'm sure it's a lot of people that wish you would have just called them and just given them a handout.
But the way God worked, man, everybody here was exactly where they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I could never ask for a better lineup for these characters. Like I think the reason why this movie is doing so well is because the chemistry between the characters on top of the story. Like every character complements the next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Antwan is complemented by a TT.
Right.
TT is complemented by a Black.
Yeah.
Black is complimented by a Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa's complimented by me. Like it's just a domino effect.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Man, Taylor, can you kind of speak to, bruh, how we see on a regular, like in our neighborhoods and shit like that, just how you can be influenced, you know what I mean, to move a certain way, and in certain situations or circumstances, it might not even be looked at as negative. It's just survival. You know what I mean? Right. So can you just talk to, because I feel like this movie has so many instances where, you know what I mean, it's like and I don't want to give away the movie too much, but it was parts where, you know, like where one of the homies trying to convince Antwan to possibly get into the game. Antwan like, man, I'm getting a job. I'm about to, you know, do it straight up.
Right.
Other cats, you know, clowning, but then
job.
Right. You know what I mean? But that's like the normal like type
Stigma,
of
yeah.
stigma that we
facts.
get in the hood, just dealing with our partners and all that. Like, and I just want to, you know what I mean, just tap into that, just talk about that, just how, you know what I mean, how it's important for us to even not fall into, you know, all of that, like the peer pressure and shit like that.
Man, just knowing who you are, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Not being easily influenced by what you see, you know, because everybody's life ain't gonna be on the same speed as yours. You know what I'm saying? Quick money ain't always good money. And there's definitely not nothing wrong with, you know, getting a job at 9 to 5, you know, you making your money, you know what I'm saying? Because,
Facts.
you know, if you don't go pro at something, you can go pro at your job, just be the best at it, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
And I feel like, man, as long as you know who you are, like I said, you stay focused on what you got going on and you believe in yourself, you'll never be easily influenced, you know what I'm saying, by what you see, because you know your time coming too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Nah, that's
shit.
what's up. That's what's
Real
up.
shit.
That's real spit.
Real shit.
Dale, how would you say, you know, like there's a relationship that, you know, in the movie where there's a female interest, you know, also, and it kind of taps into, you know, the emotions that we have, you know, especially, you know, when we do lose our moms and things like that. And a lot of times, like, we're looking for, you know, that next figure who can, you know, be that, you know, for us. Can you just speak to, you know what I mean, like that relationship with you and the young lady in the film a little bit?
Yeah, so Mia, I would say was definitely a great element, I would say, for this film, especially for me, even just being on set with her. She brought out a different aspect that I had to, you know, develop. Like, you know, we got a scene where I ain't gonna give it away, but we got a scene in the park and just things like that. So it kind of shows the different levels of Antwan and who he is, and he's not just one dimensional. So the way it was written, I had to really unpack all of those different emotions, and even his, you know, relationship with Lisa Thomas and his relationship with Miss T. All these relationships that he has with these different women, you know, it's layers to it. So I really had to make sure I unpacked every single part of that, and even like doing the groundwork and just talking to them outside of the film before we, you know, we do some scenes to really just get that relationship and that comfortability. And that's why a lot of the scenes were really organic, because I didn't feel like I had to leave anything reserved. I didn't feel like I needed to, you know, be modest about anything. So I knew that I could, you know, fully just let all of the work be put out there.
Right. There was a scene with you and the social worker where I think, there was a scene with you and the social worker, and you say, you know, and you just speak on, like, I'm a good person. I don't kill people. I don't
kill, steal, none of that.
Yeah. So a lot of people are victims to their circumstances. You know what I mean? Fool, can you kind of speak to that, and even how you sort of, you know, formed those scenarios in the film? Because they were so close to reality. It's like when you're back against the wall and...
Yeah, and it's crazy because I put on my Instagram story the other day that that scene in particular was one of my favorite scenes. And the reason why is because, as I said, when I wrote that character, a lot of it had a lot to do with my personality. You know, we always hear all the time how, like, for example, like with a young girl, right? For example, how we hear like a lot of young girls that's molested, and we hear how their innocence was taken. Mm-hmm. In the same breath, we don't talk enough of how, like, young boys' innocence be taken by the streets. Yeah. And you got a lot of young boys who are, you know, naturally good kids. Like, they probably just worried about sports. They probably just worried about girls, if they even there yet. Right. Just cool, playing, chilling, just regular kid stuff. But due to their circumstances and environment, they're forced to, like, face violent situations. And it's a predator and prey type of mindset, you know what I'm saying, that we face growing up. And for myself, like, I knew I was a good kid growing up, you know, the things that I was interested in and stuff like that in school and stuff like that. But I remember getting to a certain point around like 7th grade where, it was like, okay, boom. I was kind of green. I was kind of naive. You know what I'm saying? I was from the trenches from the get-go, but I was like, man, I ain't got to do everything everybody do, because I want to go to school. I want to be an engineer. It was crazy shit I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But man, 7th grade humbled me fast. Like, I went to school in Southwest DC called Jefferson Junior High School. Everybody from DC know where this joint at. And man, I got robbed like my 3rd day of school for my Metro Pass.
Wow.
Like, we used to get these little Metro Passes that take us all throughout the month when we get on the joint, get on the train and the bus. Here I am all chilling, being a good kid, just chilling. I got my button all the way up to the top. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I became a victim, like, in a sense. And from that moment on, I was like, oh shit, no, I can't do that again. You feel me?
Right.
I can't go through that again. Nah, that's because now I gotta go home without this pass that was $26. We poor as shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta everybody around me know, like, I just got my shit took. I'm like, nah, this ain't no good feeling.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm forced to now become a predator. You feel me? It's like victim prey mindset.
Yeah.
So with that scene, it's like a lot of us started off we learn these behaviors. You know what I'm saying? We learned violence. You're not 5 years old knowing about violence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that scene was important because I just wanted to show people, like, it's taught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even for those that's in those circumstances of those chaotic environments, a lot of people on the outside might automatically think like, oh, they all in the hood, everybody's the same. That's not true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got kids that's from the hood that don't even go outside.
Right.
You feel me? That stay far away from what's going on in the streets. You got kids who grow into that. You got kids who actually make it out. It just depends on the circumstance. So that scene was definitely important for me, and the reason why I chose a woman to be there in that scene, because a lot of people understand the 2 biggest support systems of Antwan was black women in that film. And when it come to black women are our rock in our communities. Whether it be grandma, you know what I'm saying, whether it be your mother, if your mother in your life, you know what I'm saying, or your sister or aunt or somebody close that black women are rock. You know what I'm saying? They the rock in these circumstances, and you know, that's why I had that play out like that, because that's real life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
real. Man, black women the strongest creature
Hell yeah.
on planet
Fact,
Earth.
yeah, facts.
That's a fact.
For real. Trey, what do you hope people will get out of this film when they watch it?
For me, something that definitely stood out to me, you know, just overall the whole film, is never let whatever circumstances you in now, like, dictate your future. You know, my character in particular, OG Clyde, when I spoke to Fool about this character, you know, this is a real person, you know what I'm saying? So when he brought that to my attention and he let me know the backstory on everything of how I should, you know, look at the character, not necessarily telling me this is how you should act, but me as an actor, a professional actor, I already know, okay, if this is real, this is what it means to me about OG Clyde not letting whatever circumstances that he once was in dictate his future. Because as you can see in the scene with Dale, you know, Antwan, he's like, how free do you want to be? You know what I'm saying? I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? I did all this time, and I'm in there. I'm reading books. I'm an artist. I'm a creative. I'm a painter, a poet. You know, so it's just like, that's what I want people when they watch this to look at. And another thing that me and Fool been speaking about a lot that really hit home was therapy. You know, for black men and women. You know, don't be afraid to go through therapy if you've been traumatized in your life. That stuff it's a serious thing, even amongst not just young people, but adults as well. It's adults, this over 40 and 50 years old, still dealing with trauma from when they was kids. You know what I'm saying? And they sometimes they shy away from getting the right help. You know, not just sitting here talking to one of your homeboys, but somebody that's professional that can really get you that help. So, you know, that's my whole take on what I want people to get from it.
No, for sure. Because within that, you know, a lot of times, I was just talking about this earlier, but, you know, we don't even know our triggers a lot of times. So we don't even know the things that's making us upset. And like how you were just saying, a lot of those things be stemming from man, when I was a kid.
When I was
and,
8.
Yeah,
Like-
everybody left me home by myself and I just got abandonment, you know.
Issue.
You got abandonment issues.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So definitely. I think that, you know, like when people see this film, I feel like people are gonna, I mean, they're gonna be shocked because it's a roller coaster,
It
you know,
is,
definitely.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
is.
But I really feel like, you know, the whole like, don't be a victim of your circumstances and not letting that be an
That's
excuse.
it.
Like that's what I, you know, like felt, you know, a lot. Even from, you know, like there were parts where, you know what I mean, like TT was almost spitting like a philosopher about why we
he
doing
was.
this.
He
and
was.
you know what I mean?
He really was. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My man was a poet.
But it's funny though because again, we all know that nigga in the hood like that.
But that's why this film, it has a poetry to it, and it's depth in the character development, which is you'll see as you go on with the story, because you get to experience everybody at a certain point and have to get to a certain point of the plot where they have to like make an ultimate decision, like a morale decision. You understand what I'm saying? And if you look at every character, all of them have experienced it.
Right.
Antwan had the ultimate, of course, moral decision.
Right.
TT had the ultimate moral decision, whether he wanted to choose what was right or him being loyal to the game.
Yeah.
Black ultimate decision was him either being loyal to TT or loyal to what was right.
Right.
Lisa's was, can I help this young man or do I just go on about my life and my profession and my job?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Everybody experienced a moral, basically pitchfork. And I think that's what everybody is going to see when they see the film.
And another thing too, just touching on what Fool was saying, like the overall big picture as well is consequences to your actions.
Facts.
It's not always going to be a happy ending.
Right.
If you think,
Ain't no such thing.
If you think you doing dirt, that statement was done in the dark, it will be brought to light.
Yeah.
That's real, you know.
Yeah.
So that's one thing overall that I loved about the film that I know for a fact people going to take from it. You know, it's consequences to them actions. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Nah, for sure,
Facts.
for sure. What are you supposed to do, you know, when you're in a position where you feel trapped, where it seems like there's no way out, there are no means to an out? You know, like how does a person, you know, get through that?
But you know about that question, it's whatever that particular man defines. Like, there's no answer. That was the whole point of the film. There's no answer. Like, you're gonna do what you feel. Hopefully you do what you think. You know, you act off of logic, but in real life, that's just not majority of the case. So it is whatever that particular man defines that he feel is what's right. Because you will really truly see the depth of a man when his back against the wall. You could give everybody up here $1 million, right? You give me $1 million, him $1 million, him $1 million. That ain't gonna define their character, what they do with that $1 million.
Right.
Facts.
But give them $1 million Monday, and then take everything from him the next Tuesday. You're gonna see exactly who that man is. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being real.
Character.
It's that character morale. Hopefully that foundation is morally right.
Right,
But
yeah.
you just never know.
Yeah, because it's easy to be on point and to be a team player when everything's great.
And everything is smooth.
But it's like, all right, how are we when things aren't smooth?
Yeah, and this is a survival mindset. Like it's not a black thing. That's the biggest thing that I feel like society tries to create. Like, if you put any human in a survival state of mind or put them in survival circumstances, they're gonna have to like naturally conform to those circumstances, right? You take a black person, a white person, a Japanese, a German, all across the world.
Same thing.
If they have to survive and they have to have the basic, like they lack the basic resources of living, man, you might see the same outcome out of all of those type of men. You know what I'm saying? So I think that us as black people, man, us as black men, you know what I'm saying? We've have experienced a high level of unfortunate circumstances, but I'm not a person that believes that it's just this oppression and the foot on our neck that we can't change it.
Right.
And I think that all of us had the power to change it if we really put our mind to it and, you know what I'm saying, change our circumstances.
No, that's real. And one of the most important parts of that is being able to control your emotions.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing.
And I think that's what we confuse. That's all this whole gangster title and being gangster and all that. Niggas is really just emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me and him have a conflict. Oh man, this nigga bumped me the wrong way. I think I want to fight. Or I'm about to go say something to this nigga. This how the violence gets started. A nigga will take their gun out because a nigga stepped on their shoe the wrong way. Instead of just being men like, hey bro, like, damn, like, you know, I just bought these motherfuckers. Like, oh, my bad. My bad. Niggas can't apologize.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we be dealing with out here.
And then that's that whole stigma too that comes with being a man and what is a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Masculine energy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
and it's like if you anything outside of that, if you express emotions, if you
Then you less of a man.
then you less of a man.
If I don't get violent with you, I'm not a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's definitely more resolution to conflict than just getting aggressive, bruh. Like, and I'm learning that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? What's so crazy, we all at different levels of manhood on this stage. Like we all at different ages.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All experience different
Yep.
levels of manhood. And I'm just at the point of learning, like, damn, I can really just be calm and just say
chill.
what I don't like. And I'm not a bitch.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm just real, you know, just being politically correct. Like, and it's like I could just let somebody know, hey, bro, that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it's the vulnerability that we're not taught. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, oh man, if I don't go punch this nigga, I'm soft.
Right.
That shit toxic,
Right.
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
that's
That's why a lot of
real,
niggas
bro.
in the grave right now for nothing.
Yeah, flashing out. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Trey, and for all the actors in the back, what was it like working with a seasoned guy like Trey? You know what I mean? Like on set, like you know, did you guys you know, pick anything up? You know what I mean, from bro? You know what I mean? Because I know, I believe what was I gonna say? Dale, you said that this was your first film, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
So I would say for me, like I was saying earlier, like I really didn't have any expectations coming into this, but leaving the project, you know, it exceeded my expectations. Just like, you know, working with everybody up here, and then especially with Trey Chaney, it was like when I went to tell my pops and my cousins, and they like, bro, like you doing it, like, and that was really the wake up call. Like, all right, so when I read this page and I read my lines, I got to make sure I commit to this role because I don't want to waste his time. So when he got there, I was on point. You know what I'm saying? And when he got there, he was on point. And that was my wake-up call, so that when I filmed with the other actors, I kind of carried that into just professionalism and just how to navigate and just how to really work and be punctual in a sense.
Word. No, I could dig it. What would you, or did you want to?
Yeah, Trey, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, man, when I found out that Trey was involved in this film, I thought to myself, like, you know, it's just an honor and a blessing to be, you know, working with somebody who's, you know, been in this business for so long, and looking at their energy and how versatile and diverse they are, just the influence, you know what I'm saying, this brother has brought to not only me but all of us.
Facts.
It just it bring the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you think to yourself like, dang, yeah, this joint is #1 on Tubi. We on Amazon Prime, but we got Trey Chaney up in this boy. You know what I'm saying? We got some big names up in here.
Flowers, man.
So
Yeah.
it make you think like, you know, my character of a black, like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I just had to bring it. You know what I'm saying? I had to be the best black that I could be with the realistic story of, you know what I'm saying, what took place. And, you know, like I said, Trey being involved in this film, man, it was just an honor, a blessing. Learned so much from him, even watching the film like 11 times. You know what I'm saying? OG Clyde, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt like I was one of them students in that class, you know what I'm saying, like paying attention to everything that he had to say. It was powerful, bro.
Wow.
It was powerful.
Yeah,
Nah, that's what's up.
Damn. I appreciate that, man.
Nah,
That's
and
big for
man,
real.
we got, you know, no funny, man. We gotta give bruh his flowers, cause I mean, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Like we like niggas was kid. Like this nigga, that mean that we just shot Antwan, right? That mean that all of us up here just shot this joint. This nigga was shooting a wire when I was like trying like go to school. You feel me? No bullshit. So that mean that like bruh was already here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Studying a script sent his submission tapes in, had to sit outside and wait for his lines. And you feel me? And it's like, man, this man here today, live in the flesh, healthy. You know what I'm saying? A black man, like, I'm big on giving each other our flowers, man. Because, you know, like, if this was me 20 years later, like, shit, I'd be like, man, y'all niggas just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I know that time was different then. Yeah. You feel me? So, man, bro, like, gotta give brothers flowers for sure, man.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to, I want to thank these brothers up here for that, you know, because I guess me being so dedicated and committed to the craft of being in the business, right? As an artist, an actor, an executive producer, when I hear things or hear how my brothers feel about my contribution to this industry, it makes me, it really, you know, lets me know that I'm doing something right. But one thing that I tell them is I seen myself in them, you know, when it comes to passion and when it comes to their dedication and commitment to this project, Antwan. So it was only right for me to say, okay, like Fool just said, when he was going to school, you know, I was filming.
This nigga was down Baltimore, yeah.
I was filming one of the most groundbreaking, critically acclaimed shows that's still been talked about 22 years later.
Bro, you were Coop from The Wire.
Yeah,
that's one of the most legendary.
So now, me being an OG in here now, you know, because I'm good now. I done accepted the OG role, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but reading Antwan and being a part of it, I know storytelling, you know, and I knew what this was. You see what I'm saying? So anybody that was in the beginning, you know, that was supposed to be down with food, that ain't get a part of it because of whatever, the budget reasons, whatever it was.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
they took an L. They took a real loss. You know what I'm saying? And we up here winning right now. All five of us, you know what I'm saying? We up here really. Antwan is number one, and that joint ain't gonna do nothing but continue to go number one.
Nah, for sure. And it's dope to see it, bro. And then even too, Trey, like, you're a great example, like, for showing people like a working actor, like somebody that's active, somebody that's, you know what I mean, and not stuck in a role. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't get stuck in being a corner boy. You know what I mean? In that role, like, you've held so many diverse roles, and just being able to do that. Can you speak to just, I mean, even how I'm hearing how you're speaking about this project and your energy and how excited you are about this? How do you still stay motivated, you know what I mean, being this deep in the game and still moving like you knew in the game?
Yeah, well, one thing about me, I never,
respectfully moving like you knew in the game, meaning moving with that energy.
Oh yeah, well, I never get comfortable or complacent. You know what I'm saying? And I know who I am as a man. You know what I'm saying? First, and then I know who I am as a creative, as an actor. And with being a creative and actor, it comes a certain level of energy that you got to bring, because we done seen plenty of people here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they wait on Hollywood, which my whole spiel is the game has changed. You know what I'm saying? From when I was in it, from when I got casted for The Wire in 2002, you was submitting, going auditions, but now, as you can see, when that strike hit, Hollywood showed you what time it was with them. We gonna keep making billions while y'all starve. Meaning y'all ain't gonna be able to pay y'all bills, y'all ain't gonna be able to pay nothing. So when you link with somebody like FoolWithTheCamera, and this opportunity is bigger than us, it's like, okay, not only are we creating jobs for ourselves, but we creating jobs for other up and coming actors and actresses in production. That's when something goes off in my head, like, okay, this is the relevancy part that people, they gonna understand in another 20 years. Like, we created our own. I stress the point, Hollywood ain't create Antwan. You know what I'm saying? We created our own. We, like Fool always say, we got our own stars. You know, so for the people that ain't answer the phone, that we really want, you know what I'm saying, that we want it's smooth, because now they looking at Trey, they looking at Dale, they looking at Taylor now for bigger roles. We got so many things on the table right now, projects lined up for these dudes that nobody don't even know about. And that's from me having that hustle mentality, like, okay, work as a working actor. You know, that's what it is. It's a working actor, but even being behind the scenes as a producer now, you know, calling different shots. Like, all right, let me call up a network to say, man, we need to get interviewed today. You know what I'm saying? Let me press the issue. Let me get my PR vibes on right quick. You know, you gotta be an all around entertainer when it comes to this, an all around mogul.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I'm at right now.
Right. Now I can dig it. Taylor, what was your most challenging part of getting into your role and doing this film?
My nigga Taylor.
My most challenging part of the film for my role was honestly, man, just trying to, you know, stay in character, you know, stay just aggressive the whole time, you know, have levels, you know, not staying aggressive the whole time, but having levels, man. You know, knowing when to be aggressive at the right time and knowing when to, you know, be smooth at the right time. Cause like I got like my role is a gangster role, so you know, he's got to be there all the time.
Right.
And, you know, when he get a chance to talk to Twin, a lot of times he's trying to, you know, be motivational to encourage him to do the right thing. So, honestly, man, just, you know, just staying in character, man, and, you know, like I said, just having them levels, man. Knowing when to, you know, be aggressive, knowing when not to.
Right. I can dig it. I can dig it. And Fool, when you were filming, you know, Drip or Drown for Gunna, when you was, you know, filming, you know what I mean, these visuals for Fat Trail and for Shy Glizzy and helping to even, you know what I mean, paint the landscape of, you know what I mean, visuals, not just from where you from, but throughout the culture.
Yeah.
Did you have these ideas and these aspirations to do films and things like that back then?
Yeah, so the crazy part about it, last time I was on Dirty Glove, that's what I said. I said, man, I'm gonna start shooting movies. And what we probably like, this what, 2 years? What this is,
Yeah,
2 years?
like 2
Nah,
years.
hell no.
3 years, I
We
think.
was in, this like 3 years, almost 4
Saying
years
that
later.
jump too.
Yeah, I had the vision, man. It was crazy part, I was trying to give it to these niggas. You feel me? I was recreating them in my videos, and I was drawing up treatments, man. Every video that I've shot was different. Like, I've shot over 2,000 videos, and none of them was the same. You know what I'm saying? So the dedication that I put to telling stories in music videos, in the highest high-level artists down to the low independents, like, it was always a story. And that's how I made and created my name. So I knew it was gonna come to a point where, like, all right, I gotta do my own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's only so much you can do. You in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, it's only so much I could do when I'm collaborating with another person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got tired of that. Like, I'm like, man, fuck that. Like, I keep being able to only do 50%. Nah, I'm trying to do a whole 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with that whole 100 is me knowing that, okay, I got to produce my own stuff. And that's why I'm here today. Like, that's why I decided I'm done with that shit.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up.
My
That's
nigga
what's
said
up.
he done with the video.
Yeah, like
Making that pivot.
Yeah, man, and
pivot is
this to the
real.
creators, man, like, do what's right. You know what I'm saying? Do what's right, because if you don't follow your heart, I wouldn't have the most popular movie on Tubi.
That's right.
If I ain't follow my heart, I wouldn't have met no Trey Chaney, I wouldn't have met Taylor Latham, I would have met Nydell, I wouldn't have met no Trey Wright. I wouldn't have met them, because I would have still been in here, hey Spit, which I got available for the studio. Oh, I bet, I got an artist, somebody come, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Am I grateful for what the music industry has brought me? Hell yeah. I'm 100% grateful. But to my creatives, like, you gotta know when to move on. You feel me? You gotta know when it's about legacy. If you wanna just be the nigga to shoot such and such videos and follow them around, and cool, do your thing. That's you. You know what I'm saying? You're not a villain for that. But if you know that your purpose is bigger and you wanna create and leave a legacy from shit that you make, man, do that shit. Do that shit.
Yeah.
Do that shit.
At what point did you realize your legacy and realize what you needed to do?
When my mother died. I didn't define it till my mother died. And it's funny, grief is a funny motherfucker. Like grief it'll sit you the fuck down first.
Yeah.
That's what it'll do first.
For sure.
It'll sit you down first, and then it'll have you evaluate. And upon evaluating, life didn't seem so exciting no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for those like yourself, Spit, you know, we talk all the time, bro. We talk down there every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we talk every day.
Yeah.
My bad, I said
That
that. We
ain't
talk
no-
every day.
Yeah.
Man, when my mother died, bro, like, all of us, we all experienced death in our life before. We got people that we lost, but it wasn't until my mother died that I really felt like I could die, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So it really was a reality.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like I could live forever before that.
Wow.
Yeah, we all know death coming.
Yeah.
But until you lose your mother, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you'll go sit in a hole in the sun
That's
for
real.
1,000 years before that.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, I realized like, okay, if I shake back from this grief, which was destroying my life, mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally, like I was losing everything going through that grief. If I shake back tomorrow, what am I gonna be doing? You know what I'm saying? That's what I asked myself. What am I gonna be doing? And I'm like, ain't no way I can go back to doing what I was doing. Creatively, because I can't even create the same shit because I'm not there anymore.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta tell the story. That's why Antwan, the first movie I make, is about the main character losing his mother.
Right.
There you go. That's the story. It ain't no marketing scheme behind this shit. Ain't no. This is the story.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like,
From
man,
art.
like people just gotta understand, man. Use your life experiences and tell it. Tell your story. If you're a creator, tell that shit.
Yeah.
Tell that shit, and that's how we is.
How difficult was it for you, or how much was a challenge was it for you to truly change the direction of where you were taking your career? Because it's so easy for us to be in the comfort zone of, you know what I mean, I know I can call this label, potentially get a check, or I know, or artists regularly calling, needing some shot. So then how did you actually take yourself out of that and be like, you know what, I'm about to do something totally different, something that I haven't done before, and I'm not sure what the outcome from this is gonna be?
Man, that's where you gotta have faith. You gotta know thyself. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta know the powers that's behind you. Like, I'm a spiritual person, very spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. I'm a very spiritual person. And when I say spiritual, I know that I know my ancestors with me. You know what I'm saying? They always been with me. I wouldn't be here without them. But I knew that if I feel just a small, just reason to want to do something else, that means that's my purpose. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. And when we say legacy, man, like everybody defines legacy different. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it was like, all right, I've been doing this shit 7, 8, almost 10 years. You know what I'm saying? If I was to die tomorrow, what is my story gonna be? Like, how is people gonna appreciate what I contributed to the world and to the culture? Are they gonna say, oh yeah, man, we love food videos. We love when he worked with Gunna. We love when he worked with Thug. We love when he worked with Rollo. We love when he worked with 21 Savage. We love that shit. Hell nah, because that means my legacy wasn't my own. You know what I'm saying? That means that, nigga, I'm only just as relevant as my last project. You feel me?
Yeah, that's real.
And you look at a lot of people who was creators who came up and got their name was particular artists. When they start fucking with that particular artist, where they be at?
Right.
I ain't gonna say no name because I ain't trying to get messy, but you know what I'm saying? I really want to go there, but I ain't gonna chill because it's dirty. You feel me? But where they be at? You know what I'm saying? So I knew that, man, like, I gotta make my own, and I gotta take people and create the moments with other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you will see a person like a Master P. You know what I'm saying? Who created, like, who changed his life and everybody else's life around him.
Right.
We like, just imagine you being a rapper and you move and you know you like, man, like, I'm gonna start shooting these movies. That's the mindset that I'm in. I got my brother Silk the Shocker.
Yeah.
I got Snoop. I got C Murder. I got Mystical. I got AJ Johnson. Let's go shoot a movie called The Hot Boys.
Right.
That's it.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Which is to this day a classic.
Classic, yeah.
And take everybody that's around him, and that was the latest movie. That was after all the other shit he been bowed about and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I'm on now, man. Like, making my own shit and creating moments and uplifting others and making everybody else bring them up and make them stars too.
Yeah.
So with Antwan was a passion project. This just was a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? When the moment the Taylor got booked, the Trey got booked, the Dell got booked, it was bigger than the money for me because I know what this project would do for us moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew the leverage that it would create. See, small-minded people think about a project and be like, man, look, man, damn, I can't really make this movie because I'm supposed to get a certain amount of this one. All. They start thinking about shit that don't matter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Money is an energy, bro. You feel me? The money comes. Yeah. But the people that actually become the wealthiest, they do it for the passion. And a lot of niggas don't understand that.
They don't.
You feel me? They let the bills, they let life, which we all going through. Don't get me wrong, we all going through, like get in the way of what matter. And if you create it, the money and the people gonna come.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's
so
real.
we do Antwan 1 and do this. What you think Antwan 2 gonna do? Come on. They're gonna have to give us 6 figures for this shit.
Right.
Nah, 7.
Just keep it 100.
Nah, that's
You
real.
feel me?
Give up 7
You
figures.
feel me? So that's what we on, man. If that ain't your mindset, you gotta stay the fuck around from around me.
Yeah, no, that's real, man. Positive vibes, man, for real. Like positive vibes, but in a way of like, hey, don't fuck with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I kind of want to piggyback on what Fool was saying, man. It's like, to break it down, bro, to have something you never had, man, you just got to do something you never done.
Never
you know
done.
what I'm saying? And sometimes, bro, I'm gonna really get real with you, bro. It's about risk. Because think about it. If you don't take the risk, 3 years later, you're going to lose out on the chance. You get what I'm saying? Denzel said something, bro, that stuck with me ever since I stepped foot in this business. He said, without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Yeah. So if you don't commit and be consistent to what it is that you love, how you expect for what you love to do the same for you?
That's real.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
100. And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. This Dirty Girl, this is my family. And I'm going to tell y'all the real. Nigga, I spent my last shooting this movie. Facts. I'm going to keep it 100.
Yeah.
Like, we just going to keep it all the way gangster. Because at the end of the day, this is the legacy that I'm trying to tell people and inspire people that's in the same situations. I ain't gonna here to do no faking, you know what I'm saying, be politically correct. I had a lot of these guys gonna do it. Man, Taylor was coming down to Atlanta for example. Boom, that's my man. You feel me? Everybody else here, I believed in them coming here. Trey was making himself available in between work. Make sure that he was available. Dale was in a transition of everything that he had going on. Trey, the same thing.
Right.
We all sacrifice.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get. We all sacrifice.
For sure.
And without sacrifice, bro, you ain't ready.
Yeah.
You ain't ready.
Yeah. If you ain't willing
You
to
ain't ready.
sacrifice
How you
something,
want the millions and you ain't sacrificing?
that's real. If you're not willing to sacrifice something, and then if you're not willing to be, consistent and
Facts.
be, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah. Nah.
And that's just what I preach, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Trey, what else? What else you got coming up, man? Because I know everybody been anticipating. You was on BMF.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see you anymore? We starting to see 2 Chainz, a little baby, and all that. Like, what's up, man? Is the character from Cleveland coming back to BMF, bro?
Y'all get ready to see a couple things, man. That's all I can say about that.
Word, I can dig it.
Y'all gonna see a lot, man.
Yeah.
And but I'm gonna announce it now. You know what I'm saying, on Dirty Glove. I got another joint with Fool. You know what I'm saying? This joint called Hidden Lies. I'm the lead.
Word.
And Fool writing, directing. I'm gonna leave it at that.
And my niggas gonna be in it.
Yeah,
Word.
it's gonna be
We ain't just
powerful.
gonna say shit.
Yeah, we ain't just say that. It's gonna be powerful though. And then, of course, everything that's going on with ChaneyWay.com. Me and you spoke about that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Developing my own content with the whole date night with the Chaneys with wifey and watching this stuff take off. You know what I'm saying? And just
merch going crazy.
Yeah, the merch going crazy, man. And just really, Fool said something earlier that really stuck out to me too about hitting that ceiling. Of him when it comes to legacy and not wanting to be known for just the video director. I hit the ceiling with just not wanting to be known for just the actor showing up to get a check. And then after I leave, they go make billions, and then I get nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? And probably didn't even get the fee that I was supposed to get. But just being on television, a lot of people gotta understand, I've been popular and on television since I was 8. You know what I'm saying? I've been known. I've been signing autographs, taking pictures since I was a kid. So that part of it is cool. But this opportunity with Antwan, this is allowing me to step into an executive position now. Now it ain't too many more conversations that I'm having with anybody in Hollywood if it ain't Chaney Vision Entertainment on that back end. And that's just real, you know what I'm saying? And like even with the project, A Naughty Christmas Story that I put out, that's me, that's Chaney Vision. But at the end of the day, it's just time to start operating more in a business mindset, so we can continue to set the example for the ones coming up behind us. I can't stress the importance of creating our own enough. Yeah. Because Hollywood is not calling nobody's phone no more. Even some of the actors that you see out here, they might look like they doing well, but they ain't even living like us right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Off of being independent.
It's like the music industry, like, you know, you have your artists that want to get signed to a major. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, and like within acting, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you have certain actors that are like trying to get these films with these big studio houses, but it's like, you got to create your own opportunities out here.
I put that post up the other day. Yeah. Because I put it up for actors and creatives that always come up to me and they like, well, who's your agent?
I forwarded that message to a couple of actors, comedians that I know.
And don't get me wrong, my agent is lit, Joy Purpose, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But she also knows who's on her roster. Right. I'm not somebody that let grass grow under my feet, period. You know what I'm saying? I come from a hustle background. When The Wire ended, a lot of people don't know, 2008, from 2008 to 2015, I was on the corners, I was in the streets of DC, 13th and F, selling merch out the trunk of my car because I wasn't waiting for nobody. Then Saints and Sinners, seen that, me doing my own thing, then Saints and Sinners as a series regular fell in my lap. Wow. So, you know, I'm surpassed looking at like what Antwan is doing now. I see Antwan doing billions. I'ma just speak that just because of how it all came together. Yeah. And you looking at all of us up here, we all talking about, you know, like sacrifice. It's very rare that you find a group of brothers on the same mentality. Black brothers, black men on the same mentality as saying, okay, we're gonna thug it out together.
We're gonna commit it.
We got committed. Yeah. Everybody up here got committed and dedicated, and now.
And everybody up here you see, I promise you, mark my words, because last time I was on this motherfucking porch, I told y'all I was gonna shoot a movie. And this time I'm telling y'all that everybody you see up here, every one of them, I promise you, and I put everything on it. They're gonna have their own motion. Yeah. They're gonna have their own millions. I'm telling you, watch what I watch.
It ain't too much stuff he say that don't come true.
Yeah, I'm telling you, watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you.
You sitting up here with it.
Man, listen, y'all just getting this shit first. I'm just giving out with y'all getting this shit first, man.
You sitting up here with 5 powerful manifestors. Yeah. That's who we are.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Everything we say is going to happen.
Well, I just created something called the Manifestation Hour. Which I'm gonna give everybody up here an opportunity to just manifest, like you know, the next things that you guys are working on and what's going on. Ahead, so, Trey, right? Let's get it right.
I got a movie premiere to attend tomorrow.
Okay, dope.
It's a movie called When a Man Knows. I play one of the leads. My role is Chris. You know, I'm like an asshole. You know, I'm the owner of a hotel. Got 5 women working for me, and one of the ladies, she is cheating on her husband with me. So I got that going on. You know, a couple other projects and stuff, you know, that I'm, you know, filling out. So I'm trying to really feel my way and find my way in this industry other than just acting, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a student to the game, I'm coachable, so I just like, you know, looking and being around other creators, and that gives me ideas to, you know, bring out the best in me, because I know that God has a bigger purpose in my life. I mean, a couple years from now, if you would have asked me what I wanted to do, I couldn't tell you, man. I'm from the east side of Detroit, bro, so I'm representing, you know what I'm saying? So my family, my friends, my supporters, they looking at me in every angle. And I just want to give them, you know, something to, you know, be proud of me about and say, you know, if Trey can do it, I can do it too.
Real shit.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Real shit. Yeah. Real shit.
I would say for me, it's definitely so many things that I really want to do in this industry, outside of acting as well. Acting is definitely, you know, it's already opening doors for me, but I want to be like a full-time mogul. Like, I remember like last year I was selling cologne, and that was like I had my first little drop of my fragrance. It was Del Air, and for me that was so like impressive, like from me to me. You know, I didn't even know I was capable of doing that. I was back at home in Jersey, and I was asking people. I would go to fragrance stores and I would ask about, like, you know, well, how can I create this scent? How can I do that? And I would just research, and I would look at the keynotes and all these different things. So I'm like, if I can do that, I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I really like take my time. I write in my journal a lot. Sometimes I have this thing where I'll sketch out like a fake check. Like I'll write a check and it'll be like $113,000, and I'll be like, that's gonna be my first studio check or like stuff like that. So I just have a way of just, you know, creating this element for myself that I don't necessarily see yet with my eyes, but I know that one day it's gonna come into fruition because I'm already putting it out there in the atmosphere, you get what I'm saying? So I'm just excited about the future, all of us up here, and just, you know, working hard.
For sure. Sure.
Me, man, I got a few projects coming out as well right now this year. I'm praying this should be the best year, you know, especially for me. Acting is my career. I don't really have no plan B with this stuff, man. My kids motivate me to go hard, man, so I'm doing this for them and me. You know, I thank God for putting me in this position. You know, if I want to have my car accident a few years ago where I hit the back of an 18-wheeler and flew up my car, 32 staples on the back of my head.
Damn.
You know, I probably wouldn't be here today, man, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, so, you know, we always ask God, you know, put us in new positions sometime, but it may not be the way we want it. It'll be the way He wanted sometime, but, you know, it's a blessing, man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here acting right now. I've been acting 6 years. It's been pretty good to me. I just want to keep on going, man, and, you know what I'm saying, getting a chance to, you know, experience this life, man, you feel me? Enjoying the process, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Facts.
That's what's up.
Facts. All right, Trey.
Man, Chaney Vision Entertainment, Trey Chaney, FoolWithTheCamera, 427 Cinema. Y'all get ready to see a lot of heat. We get ready to be the biggest production company, pumping out independent films, independent television, music videos, the whole nine. All I gotta say, man, y'all keep on watching BMF Season 3. And shout out to my brother Donald Glover, man. You know that Swarm Jones was nominated for 3 Emmys. And just to be a part of something that was nominated for 3 Emmys with Dominique Fishback, that just let me know where I'm already headed. You know what I'm saying? It let me know that I'm getting ready to head in that realm. So right now on the independent
really
level,
dope too, and
yeah,
Unpacking.
Swarm was that was amazing to shoot. And for Donald Glover, you know, to pick Trey Chaney for that role, you know, and then like I said, to look up and look at the Emmys from my house. I was sitting at home. I wasn't physically there, but I was there watching it, and I'm like, I'm a part of that. So I was lit just from being a part of it. But that let me know right there, Trey, it's time to keep on creating your own with your brothers, the ones that's really in it with you.
You was in that Keisha Cole.
Yeah, I play Andre Lee and Keisha Cole's biopic. You know, so man, shout out to Keisha Cole.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to just all of the directors, filmmakers, writers that loved Poot on the Wire, and now they see the evolution of Trey Chaney.
Yeah.
You know, so they're like you said earlier, I'm not just one-dimensional character. I'm not just Poot on the Wire. Like you could come in and play, you know, somebody's love interest, or you know, I mean, just anything. So yeah, man, I'm ready to just take this industry, man, because like I said, I never get complacent, and I'm looking at this industry as like me just getting started. Yeah. You know.
And then Trey, you touched on it a little bit earlier, but you were going viral for a video when you and your wife was at dinner, and y'all decided to put the phones away.
Yeah, man. No phones allowed during date night. Yeah, literally, me and my wife, shout out to Aisha Chaney, we going on 20 years of marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Congrats,
2 amazing
bro.
kids, granddaughter. Yeah, I'm Mr. Family, man. Hey. You know, industry is one thing, but reality, real life is, chilling in the crib. But yeah, no phones allowed during date night, man. It took off, you know what I'm saying? And this thing took off so much with Sherry Shepherd when she did the segment on national television on her show. Dish Nation, Fox 5, all of the blogs. Yeah. Next thing you know, call up my brother Fool. I say, bro, we got to shoot the episode. So we shoot the episode for us having dinner. It's on some real reality type television, you know, but it's through our production companies. Right. And now, quiet as kept. You know, you got production companies. I'm sitting in meetings, real meetings now, in reference to this being something bigger than what y'all would have ever expected. But again, not waiting for anybody to put the stamp on it, because the ball is already rolling. Right. And it's so much, man. Like ChaneyWay.com, we got the no phones allowed date night hoodies, t-shirts, the bad and beautiful t-shirts for the women. You know, Women's History Month. We doing it major. Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And Fool, what else you got coming up?
Man, I'm definitely for everybody that knew me at a space of one phase of my creativity, like I just want to put this on camera. That shit over with. Like, what y'all know me as before is over. Like, I'm here now, I have not about to. I have reinvented myself, and I reinvented what it is I'm putting out to the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's making timeless projects and films that's going to impact the masses now and generations to come. And that's what I'm on. Like Fool with the movie. I'm not Fool with the Camera no more.
He just announced it. He's not. He's Fool with the movie.
Fool with the movie.
That's going trend.
Right. I'm telling
Fool
you.
with the movie.
Man, you got any shout outs you want to give, bro?
Man, I want to give a shout out to my nigga Spitty. Like, I know you probably ain't even see this coming, bro, but I'm just gonna go there because you my dog. And these niggas be coming up on this porch, your porch, and they don't be giving no, you know what I'm saying?
Representing.
Spitty, bro, I just gotta end this with this. You my brother. We talk every day. You've also lost your mother.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we became brothers through understanding of becoming better men.
For sure.
And
Becoming comprehensive man.
Comprehensive Man. It's a book that a lot of people don't know I shared with my brother. It's called Battle Cry by Jason Wilson. And it's the story of, for all black men, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga ain't paying me to promote this book. Hopefully he see this joint, you know what I'm saying? We could, you know what I'm saying? But it's just real stuff. Me and Spitty, I want to give you a shout out, bro, because you as a man, bro, you running this business and this company along with your partners. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Hayes too. And bro, you defying odds. You know what I'm saying? You defying the odds of what your childhood trauma was and the things that you were taught and learned, and you're unlearning toxic behaviors to become a better man. I gotta give you your shout out, bro. Like I couldn't wait till you asked me who was my shout out gonna be. I just couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my brother, man, for connecting the dots.
Whoa.
Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, without you, we wouldn't even really have an Antwan, because I wouldn't have met my dog, and I wouldn't even been motivated enough to meet everybody else. So I gotta give shout out to you, bruh. Like you my motherfucking man.
I cry behind the camera.
I gotta get on that wave too, bro. Like I gotta shout Spitty out too, man, because literally even before I was pulling up to Dirty Glove, you know what I'm saying, off the porch, the advice that Spitty would give Trey Chaney as already, you know, being in the business,
right,
to really turn this thing up with my own company, Chaney Vision Entertainment. Like I always told you, I took direction well, you know, and for us to go back and forth now, like, bro, I remember when we talked about that, and look what you did now. It's almost like people have to listen to the hidden gems when somebody's in your face, you know. And me coming here literally that day after things started going very well for me independently, then you're like, hey, you know who Fool with the Camera is? I'm like, yeah, he's from DC. Everybody, you know, you're like, y'all need to meet. Y'all need to meet, and y'all need to work together. And the first thing, when you brought me in here, Fool was busy, like he always is with the camera, doing his thing. And when we connected, we ain't just dap up or we ain't even take no picture that day.
Facts.
We exchanged numbers.
Facts.
That was it right there. You know. And then once we exchanged numbers, now we sitting on here together as partners. You know what I'm saying? Before business partners, though, we brothers. So, but to be sitting up here as business partners and now taking this film, Antwan, to another level. And I got brother did the Never Sold Dope video. You know what I'm saying? That was like the beginning of our working relationship. And then it's like that went to MTV, BET. That's still running to this day. But now they looking at, oh, wait a minute, he did the video, but wait, he directed, wrote, and shot this film, Antwan, and y'all are. It just made sense, bro. And for real, if it wasn't for you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. We would have connected, but I don't know if the connection would have been like that, because you got to see people to connect. For real, it can't be no over the phone or the internet.
And the biggest quote I heard, man, that was some real shit, man. They say most black men, or most men, I ain't gonna say black, most men don't receive their flowers until they can't smell them, bro. Nigga be dead and gone and get all the flowers in the world. Man, bro, we appreciate you, bro. And I'm gonna end it like this, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, bro. To a lot of people that's gonna be watching, they gonna do more history on our relationship. But bro, we appreciate you, bro. And we gotta start giving each other their flowers, man, for us staying together, because it's too much of the negativity getting promoted, but it's not enough of the positive camaraderie that black men could share. And niggas sat a movie together, like, you know what I'm saying? And it'd have been almost fights on set, niggas went to jail, like crazy shit, but we got it done, you know what I'm saying? And everybody as men have came together in agreement to commit. And there's just not enough of that, bro. But yeah, man, shout out to my nigga Spitty, man.
Yeah, man, for life.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Man, Fool with the Camera, Trey Chaney, Dell, Trey White, Taylor, the whole crew, not the whole crew, but part of the crew from Antwan the movie. Appreciate y'all for jumping on the porch.
You already know, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Keep me silent.